All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday. Man, y'all, we can tell the NBA. Listen, if you do this sports thing, shout out to everybody who do sports on here, especially NBA. Buckle up, get some coffee. It's gonna be a wild ride. Over the next week or so. God, man, it just don't stop. Like I'm watching football, trying to make sure I get some good breakdown from this, and I just keep getting it. It's always something, man. Okay, so I'm gonna read it, and then we're gonna talk about it. All right. This Adrian Wojnarowski, Woj, Mister Break the News, Mister I know it. If it comes from Woj, it might be legit. All right. All right, sources. The Rockets continue to tell the team they plan to run it back with Harden with this season. So far, there's been no trade discussion between the Rockets and Nets. But ESPN sources Ramona Shelburne and Zach Lowe reports as Houston James Harden consider his future with the franchise, one possible trade destination is rising to the top. Brooklyn. The ideal of reuniting with Kevin Durant and joining Kyrie is resonating with Harden. Let me say this. Now, first of all, let me say this is a rumor. These are things that have been thrown out there. Now, I love to give you guys a source where it comes from, so you can't say I'm making this stuff up, all right? Because I've dropped the video a couple times and people like, that's not happening. Hey, man. Hey. All love, man. I'm just saying what's coming up, baby. I'm just saying what's being put out. These are just rumors. But they're interesting. Because it give you different scenarios, and then when you actually see one of these things materialize, you go, oh, that really happened. So let's talk about it, man. James Harden to the Brooklyn Nets with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Wow. That you talking about entertaining? You talking about scoring? You talking about box office? Must see? Some people gonna sneak in the arena to see that. You talking about an all-out highlight show all game long? Man, this will be amazing, guys. I really now contractually they can make it work. And you gotta remember, Brooklyn had that bad trade when they traded for was it Paul Pierce, Garnett, and the Jet. When they did all that way back in it's just like they were trying to get some relevancy and they thought they could put this big. It didn't work. We all know that didn't work. But they gave up a lot of stuff to make that happen. But they got some pieces. They got some pieces. Though they can make a trade happen here because you got to remember they didn't trade for Kyrie or Kevin Durant. They came as free agents, so they didn't have to give up nothing. They just have to sign them and cut checks. So this financially it could work. Now how would all three of these players work on the same team? Now let me say this is hypothetical. This is rumors. All right, I don't want no one to think that I'm saying I'm just playing if this was to happen. I don't know how that'll work. It's entertaining. Kyrie need the ball. James Harden needs the ball. Kevin Durant, not as much as those guys, but as we've seen with him and Draymond Green, at certain times he wants the ball. We say what you wanna, but the reason he left OKC was because he wanted the ball, and Westbrook was dominating the ball. But would it be entertaining? Yes. Would it be fun? Yes. Do I think that could win you a championship? I don't see that. I get it. The scoring is great, but where's the defense? Where's the defense gonna come in from there? So now you playing these shootout games, and with those caliber players, you play shootout game. But when you need everyone needing the ball, somebody gonna be unhappy in that. Somebody gonna be unhappy because if you notice, when teams form this big three, it's always that one person that got to take the back seat. Who gonna take the back seat here? Harden? Kyrie? Durant? No. So you see what I'm saying? Like when you look at the big three in Miami, it was LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh. Well, Bosh was kind of like the back seat. He kind of took the back seat. He played his part. I don't know who would really do that out of these guys. You know, and again, this is all hypothetical, guys. I'm just talking because it's been put out there. So I'm gonna put my 2 cents on it. Let me know what you guys think, man. But you talking about entertaining? Would I be watching those games? Absolutely, because I would like to see it work. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be full transparent here. I didn't see how it was gonna work with Russ and Harden. I thought there wasn't enough ball there for them two who are two ball dummies. You add Kyrie and Durant and Harden. Now I get it. Durant and Harden played together, you know, in OKC. But they was babies. They wasn't the guys. Like, we know Kevin Durant now, but do we remember the Kevin Durant that when he lost in the final that was crying and everybody, he was like the NBA, no offense to KD. No offense. I'm just being honest here. He was like the NBA, like, oh no, good KD, such a good guy. Like, he wasn't this guy that went to the Warriors. That's what threw a lot of people off. He became somebody different. Nobody ever talks about that. When he went to the Warriors, he became a lot more boastful, a lot more, you know, braggadocious. He was a lot more, you know what I'm saying, like in your face. When he was in OKC, he was like the baby. He was like, oh, he was, you know, the talent always been there. So. When you and Harden definitely wasn't this guy. And okay, he was good. He was a bench player, though. Let's not forget, he was a great one. Don't get me wrong, but he was a bench player. So now reuniting with KD, and KD to me, the one thing that you like about KD is he'll let everybody else get their shine. He gonna play his part because he know he can get his buckets when he wants to. But Kyrie, Harden, like that. I don't know how to work, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun, I tell you that. I'll be tuned in. I don't know how to work, but I know contractually it can work, salary cap, but dynamic on the court, how does that work? And man, the coaching staff will have their coach staff already got their hands full, all right, in Brooklyn. But you add Harden to that, and I'm not saying he from a attitude perspective. I'm talking about from the perspective of trying to keep each guy satisfied, because Harden is known to be we gonna get some scoring records or close to it. On this team, he won't, because they ain't gonna take that much of a backseat for him to just dribble, and then pass it. That's not happening. Kyrie, no, he feel like he got something to prove. Durant feel like he should be mentioning that conversation with LeBron, so he definitely got something to prove. So I don't see these guys really taking a backseat. But we'll see, man. I don't know how far this is gonna go. Like I said, as I read the first part, Houston is not. Don't seem like Houston trying to entertain trades, but Harden is definitely interested in this. And if it comes to a point where we say I'm not staying or I want to get out, it's best to go on and move him. Move him to Brooklyn, give him the right pieces. They can continue their rebuild because it looks like that's where they're headed. And I don't think Harden really want to be part of no rebuild right now. So with that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you think. Harden to the Brooklyn Nets with Durant and Irving? Whew, that'll be good, man.